Hello, welcome back to Budget Bonsai, where we try to make it clear around here that you can try bonsai for not a lot of money, on a budget even. So today I was brainstorming, came up with this idea, the bottle house. Decided to try it myself. It was working out in my mind anyway, so flawlessly. I thought I'm going to make a few clips, put together a video just in case this works. And to the project completed successfully. Will the plant material grow into a thriving bonsai and live hundreds of years? Well, hang around. We'll find out together. But at least the beginning, the first step, the baby step in the beginning of a bonsai happened flawlessly out there in the tropical plant propagation area. And I want to show these videos with you. We'll just set it up as kind of a budget bonsai. I've got my stickers now. The budget bonsai in a bottle or bottle house workshop. Let's see if I can bring up one of these clips, share it with you. Here we go. Using just a regular playground sand, 40-pound, 50-pound bag of inexpensive sand like you get at the big box store. That's an old plastic funnel I had. I cut the end of it off so I had a short tip. I'm able to move sand very easily that way. It keeps the sand from getting all over the floor and what have you, all over the place. If you don't have a plastic funnel, you can take a piece of paper and fold it in the shape of a cone, cut the end of it off, piece of tape, and you've got a funnel that you can use for sand too. I think I ended up using actually two funnel scoops of sand in my bottle house. Now the bottle, wow, it was actually, I'm trying to remove that. It was actually in my recycle bin. Today's trash day around here. That may have been the seed that got into my mind garden that brought all this about. It was on top of the recycle bin. Could have been a single-use plastic bottle because I bought the cold refreshment yesterday while I was working on bonsai pots down at the pottery studio. Please hang around for more information about budget bonsai pots and the collaboration we have going on with Dave's Bonsai. More on that later. So I bought a 16-ounce bottle screw cap lid yesterday with a little snack while I was working on pottery. Today was trash day. The empty bottle was on top. Let me see if I can use that again. So I took that sand and I added it to that bottle. Could it be this easy? I don't know. We're going to find out. But cheap sand, that was pennies for that sand. $5 for a 40-pound bag, something like that. And that's a cup, less than a pound. Not much money here. I would have bought the drink anyway. If you throw in the cost of the drink, what was it? $1.59 at the most, maybe cheaper. All right. So the bottle is not without modification, but mild modification. It has a screw top lid. The lid was still on the bottle. That'll help keep the humidity in. Let's see. Drilled holes in the bottom. You punch holes, use a hot drill bit or a drill. This so the water drains out. This is simple. This is so easy. In my mind, it was like, what could possibly go wrong? And I think I was right about that. So far, these steps and materials, I think, are widely available, not a huge commitment, very inexpensive, reminiscent of the first video I did on how inexpensively you can try bonsai for the first time. That video, I'll put a link in the description. It also serves as the channel trailer, the budget bonsai channel trailer. $1.25 per piece of material. I think in the video, it may be titled five buck fun. And so I spent $5.50, made a bonsai, just so you know it can be done. Bonsai can be an expensive fine art. It's an ancient art, requires lots of years to master, and for a tree to actually mature, we're talking actually about pre-bonsai here. But in the realm of bonsai, it's a plant and it's in a pot, and we're aiming to do the bonsai techniques, which is to make it look artificially old and artificially smaller than it would be if left in nature. Excuse me. So every journey begins with the first step. You can do it without a lot of money. Check out the video with the link in the description and continue to watch this video where we've so far added sand and slightly altered a recycled soft drink bottle with the screw on cap. So, and then we simply added water. We just add water to the sand and we let it drain. I've got it resting there on the bottle cap. That tray that the water's draining into came out of a pack I ordered from Amazon. Ended up being about $1 each for that tray. So not the whole concept, everything about this is budget friendly. Got my sand soaking and draining there. Let's see. I may have another video. Yeah. Here's a video. I'll just kind of hold this up to the camera and see if you can see what's happening here. So I'm adding the water with a squeeze bottle. Oh, look, there I am. Okay. Let me just get you a still of that squeeze bottle because it was not very expensive. It was an Amazon purchase, less than probably less than $3. Here we go. You know what I'm talking about. You recognize that bottle? It's got the bent straw on the end, and you squeeze it, and the water comes out in a fine stream. Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with there, and it doesn't upset the sand. It's kind of kind of a micro stream. I like them. I use them a lot for my mame bonsai and seedlings, seeds, things I don't want to disturb the top of the soil. In a great way, I use the little squeeze bottle, and I think that was the search term I used in Amazon to find them, was squeeze bottle. Then we got to have some plant material. So here we go. Here we go. Big cut coming here on the Sarissa plant, the tree of 1,000 stars, timber. And we have a cutting. We're going to use that Sarissa and hope for the best. Now, Sarissa is a plant I've had lots of success with as far as having the cuttings actually take after they've been struck. And they like a lot of water. So, unlike the ficus, which can be a little temperamental, these guys, they really, they like the water. Let's see what this video is. Volume off. Then we're going to cut the lower branches off of that. No problem. And I think we're going to get a cleaner cut on the end of that cutting. Scrape off that cambium layer, because we're also going to add just a few cents worth of rooting hormone. I use the powder and I dip the stick and just take the little stem and dip it right in the powder. I think maybe we'll get to see that coming up here. Root fluid, any hormone, the other, in my opinion. So I don't advertise for anybody, not sponsored. Just this little stick. Knock off the excess. There we go. Okay, we're like 90% there now. We almost have a cutting struck in a very high humidity environment with a very common substrate, solid sand, 100% sand. Let's see. Hmm, got that stuck in there. Let's see. Okay, so I took the forceps you see on the right, and I pushed the plant down into the sand, and then I just kind of you see me kind of banging it on the table to make sure that it's seated well. I mean, I'm sure you already got the idea. There's just the visual, the long tweezers into the bottle, pushing the stem into the sand. That's basically, I mean, if the stem were longer, we wouldn't need any tool. We could just stick it from the top, cut it off, screw the lid on. It was the length that I needed to get the forceps to push it all the way down in the sand and then bang the bottle on the table to get the sand to close around the stem. And then also I took put the forceps back in the bottom of the sand and just kind of tightened it up around the base to make sure there was less air, more contact with the soil. And then after we got the cutting struck in the sand, lid screwed on the bottle, we're going to put it over here in this area. Now you can see a frosted window there. That's garage door. And it's in a regular 10, 20, 10 inches by 20 inches nursery tray that's got a raised rib bottom. So it's going to allow the water to drain from the bottle. But what's important about this station is I'm going to show you. It doesn't require the grow light that it's under there, but this heating pad, okay, that's where the magic happens. I've got that tray on a matched size heating pad that's going to elevate the temperature. It's cold out there. It gets down to probably low 60s, even though it's attached to the house with that garage door there. It's wow, it's cold outside. It's going to get to like 0 this week. Right now, 11 degrees. Woo. So it's 60, 65 degrees out there ambient, but it's 78, 80 coming off of that heat pad. So it's probably 75 degrees or better in that sand. So we've got sand, a recycle bottle, a plant that was cut off of another plant, and a heating pad that was already in use. You can see there's lemon trees there, ficus cuttings, China doll cuttings, moss growing. That's beautyberry in the back there that just look like stems. So, and sarissa, there's more sarissa in that pot. So we just had some room left over. We didn't buy a special heating pad. We didn't buy a tray. If you've got a warm place in your house and a window that's going to get some light, and you can with that lid screwed on, you can see the humidity. Make sure it stays humid, doesn't dry out. If it does, you can add water. Unscrew the lid, add water, screw it back on. And usually, if you're going to have a successful sarissa cutting, you can start to expect roots in about 3 weeks. And somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks, I would expect to see evidence of roots, either coming all the way out of the bottom or along the side, the clear side of that bottle. And then what we're going to do, we'll do a follow up video if this works. I don't know why it wouldn't. When it works, we're going to cut the bottle open, and we're going to harvest our rooted cutting and put it in a nursery pot. And like the lemon trees and the sarissa trees in this pad, it will just have its own nursery pot. I'm not going to throw the bottle away then. Then I'm going to try to cut it just an even, um, the same level all the way around. I don't know how to say that better, so that the two pieces now of the bottle will fit together like an overlapping, and we can use it again. And instead of having to use the forceps, we'll just plant directly in the sand and then put the one half of the bottle, the upper half on the lower half. I mean, these video follow-ups are like cuttings. Like they just keep, and then you get a cutting from a cutting, and now you're propagating content just like you are plants. So that was our little workshop, bottle house. Is this the easiest start to bonsai? Maybe. If you have a house plant and you want to try to root a cutting this way and you want to leave it in a pot and dwarf the size, try to add age, make it look ancient, you might be on your way to making bonsai. That's a lot of fun for me. It's a lot of fun for the whole community, especially here on YouTube. You found this video on YouTube, so probably you found other YouTube channels that are here because of the bonsai genre. And you know that lots of people really enjoy bonsai. It brings a lot of happiness to our worlds. I'm glad that you're watching this video. Hit the like button if you're into that kind of thing. It makes me feel good. It makes the algorithm feel good. If you know somebody else that could be into this, share it. That's how this channel grows. And if you would like to subscribe, we really appreciate the opportunity to earn your subscription. It's like a workout for a video. It's like sending a video to the gym, and it really is appreciated when you hit the subscribe button. Once you do that, you'll have an opportunity to look at the little bell beside the bell icon beside the subscribe button. And if you turn the bell on, you'll get notifications. It's just whenever you're on YouTube, you'll get a little notification that says, hey, Budget Bonsai released a new video, to let you know, hey, there's some more content, maybe a follow-up to this video. And so thanks for considering all that. Thanks for hanging around here to the end. I look forward to seeing you on the next Budget Bonsai video.